Hey, what's up, people? What's up? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. So, there is a report that's come out about the latest pay-per-view figures from the Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin trilogy fight. And I have to be very honest with you guys, this is very shocking. So, according to a report from Dan Raphael, the zone, the pay-per-view, I should say, that was, televised through the zone. They did an estimate between 500 to 550,000 to 575,000 pay-per-view buys in the U.S. alone. Now, I believe the zone got wind of that report that came out, so now they put out a figure just not too long ago saying that they did a ballpark figure of 1.06 million buys worldwide. Now, if you ask me, that's a little bit of damage control. And the reason why I say that because the 5.75, the 575,000, that's a very bad number, especially on this particular scale for a fight like this. Now, I know there's some argument, dispute whether there was, any fan interest towards the fight. I will say this, though. I think there was enough interest to some extent, given the fact that they sold out the venue. I think they sold out the venue like months before the fight actually happened. And there was thousands and thousands of people that showed up for the weigh-in, et cetera, and a lot of celebrity interest, you name it. But the fact of the matter is that the zone has spent $45 million on Canelo's purse alone, including an additional $20 million on Gennady Golovkin's purses. That doesn't even include the back-end money they have to pay for these fighters. And you also have to take into account they probably spent another $5 or $6 million on the undercard purses. Maybe a little bit below that, but it's still roughly around $70 million for the fight purses alone for that event. That doesn't also include the marketing dollars they spent to promote the event, the licensing fees that they had to pay, and also the licensing fees they had to pay for the linear broadcasters to get people to watch the fight from a linear broadcast standpoint if they don't have access to the zone in rural areas of America. But the fact is that is a horrible number, and this is the second consecutive pay-per-view, Canelo pay-per-view that the zone has taken a loss on. This is the second one in a row. And yeah, I'm talking about the Dmitry Bivol one because that performed a little over 600,000 buys. Now, I see the zone sycophants out there who defended those numbers saying that's actually a very good number, which in actuality it isn't. And the reason why is because I think Dmitry Bivol got a reported amount of maybe $8 to $10 million, and Canelo got 35 and 40 million. Those numbers are on par with Wilder Fury 3 or Fury Wilder 3, and yet those sycophants, I'm talking to you guys, the zone sycophants, who went out and blasted Fury Wilder's 3 numbers for it being subpar, which rightfully so, they were subpar, given the fact that Wilder got over 20 million for the fight and Fury got over reported 30 million. I get that. I don't dispute that, but the fact is you cannot say that Bivol and Canelo and Bivol did well, despite the fact that those purses were actually essentially the same, and they underperformed as well. And then you want to turn around and say that was actually a good number? Nah, you can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both ways. And I'm only talking to the sycophants who is now going to find some type of talking point and find some way to defend these numbers that just came out for the Canelo and Golovkin trilogy fight. I mean, some guys, look, guys, you could be a sycophant for a network or for a manager or for a promoter or a fighter. That's fine. That's your prerogative. But you got to be objective sometimes. You cannot defend the indefensible. This is horrible, guys. This is bad. There's no way you can defend it. And then again, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised that any of these sycophants out there will find a way to defend these numbers. It's horrible. Now, as far as the zone is concerned, they're not happy about this performance. And I know some people are going to say, well, if they're not happy about it, why would they put this figure out? No, trust me, they put it out because there's damage control and they're trying to control the narrative. To me, this is my opinion, I think that we're going to see another restructure within the zone's organization based off these figures. They can't be too happy about this given the fact that this is the second consecutive pay-per-view they lost money on Canelo Alvarez's event. This is the second one in a row. So expect some layoffs, expect some resignations within the zone organization. I'm just only speculating. I don't know that for sure, but I think that's what's going to take place next. Probably within in the coming weeks or so. But let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out. Peace.